Okay, so today's card is creative solutions, and this is very apt coming up for the 12/12 portal that's happening on Sunday. Because what is going to happen is that for 10 days, people are going to be asked to reflect on what it is in their life that needs to be changed, what they need to change about themselves. Now, people are already under pressure because of rule changes and this new, we'll call it energy coming into the world, because it is an energy. It's an energy that is trying to disrupt. It's an energy that's trying to lower the vibration before we go into not just these portals but Christmas. Because if you look at other sites on the internet, they're all saying that there's a big influx of light coming, and because of this, a lot of people are going to be affected. So, creative solutions to me means that you've got to start thinking outside the box for your own self care. What isn't working? What is that I need to change so that I look after myself? Now, many people will be saying that it's selfish, that you shouldn't be doing this and that, but we need to look after ourselves. We need to make sure that we are healthy so we can help others, because it is pointless not helping yourself and burning yourself out, because then you're not helping people. So, when I used to do hill walking when I was younger, I was always told, when you're rescuing someone, make sure, are you safe? Are you healthy? Are you able to look after this person? And if not, you need to call in help. So this is the principle that we're looking at, these creative solutions. From my point of view, is that that's what we're wanting. So we're going to see what my team are going to say about this 12/12 portal, and also any other advice that they want to give you. Yes, as our medium has said, there is certain energies trying to disrupt. We are Erasmus, this one's team, and we wish to say that the 12/12 portal will be 10 days of reflection. It will be not reflection in the normal sense. It will be almost a soul reflection. It will be you and your soul looking at your life from a deeper perspective. What has my soul and I worked together to do to create this life? Because what you must understand is your soul is creating certain events in your life so that it experiences certain things. It has also a link to your Akashic record, which is what you've agreed to do before you came into this life. And so it will push you in the right direction by creating events. So this 12/12 portal and the 21 portal window, should we call it, is a time for you to start to get your act together, because many of you are only just waking up. Many of you, whether you are a light worker, whether you are a light warrior, whether you are a spiritual person, are just waking up so that you can engage with this fifth dimensional change. And for many, it will be a frightening experience, because you'll be seeing the world in such detail, in such great energy, that you will feel as if you are lost. You will feel that you are being overwhelmed. And that is why the creative solutions need to come in. And so we will say, meditate, but not so that you just connect to your teams, your guides, your helpers, but meditate so that you are in a peaceful space. A peaceful space where you are not bombarded, you're not asked to do anything. Just allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to have that time of peace. Even if all you do is protect your space, open your chakras, and sit in peace. That will benefit you greatly with all the energy and all the information that is coming in at this time, because there is so much happening that you will be in overwhelm. There will be so many people telling you that this is what should happen, that is what should happen, and at the end of the day, it is what is best for you. Because it is wonderful to work as a community. It is wonderful to have the support. But as has been said, if you are not well enough, balanced enough, grounded enough, you cannot help others. So we ask you to go with the flow, we would say, to do what you have to do, but keep it at a pace that you can manage. Because at this time of year, we know there are pressures to be the great host, to be the great benefactor. But what we would ask you to do is to sit, pause, and allow yourself to flow into the energy of what is of benefit. Benefit to you, benefit to those around you. Because as you enter into this energy, some of you will go into extremes. You will decide that you are not going to put on the lavish events that you had planned last year. And we ask that you manage these extremes, because once you have made that decision, you cannot go back. So we ask you to balance yourself before you make such decisions. Sit in a quiet space before you make these decisions, because often when beings make these decisions, they're coming from fear. Fear of interaction, fear of what will a person do when we have these events. And so what you must look at is how you wish to interact with others. If you would rather only certain people attend your gathering, then you have to state this fact. You can do it in a diplomatic way, but you must state it nonetheless, because the lack of communication will be another issue over these 10 days during the 12-12-21-12 portal, because many people will not be able to voice what they are really feeling, and this is why they will go into aggression and the childlike actions that come with that aggression, such things as reacting like a teenager and saying that I don't recognize you as this person. I don't recognize your authority. And what will happen is that they will be pushing themselves into deeper and deeper anguish. So when you are faced by people who are doing this, send them healing, send them peace, because that will help them to at least calm down and help them to get into some sort of state of recognition of what they need to do. But again, if they choose not to, by sending them peace and healing, it may allow them to move into another space that is of a more compatible vibration for them, and wish them love and light. And again, this statement of love and light, many people are calling it very fluffy. But when you say love and light, you are not sending fluffiness. You are sending a force from the divine. You are sending love from the divine, that deep-seated energy that helps people to become strong and resilient. And the light helps them to see the truth of what is going on in their lives. So it is not fluffy. It is quite illuminating. It's a very, how should we put it, interesting word that we call, because as you know, illumination is bringing light onto a situation, but also showing the darkness in the light so that it can be worked with, so that it can be either changed or integrated, because all of you must be in balance. All of you must be working in a way that you realize that this part of me needs to be healed, this part of me needs to be let go, this part of me needs to be strengthened. And again, these 10 days will allow you to do this. And also in these 10 days, there will be situations that will come up that will test you to see whether or not you are on the right path, you are with the right people, and if you are in the right situation across your life, from work to personal life to how you interact with people. So we will leave it there. But we ask that you are gentle with yourselves, and that when you make a mistake, you do not say how stupid you are. Instead, you say, okay, I am going to learn from what I have done and try not to do it again, and just keep working at what you keep doing so that you change. And that will be far greater a gift to yourself than the harsh words that you often speak. So we will leave it there. So, creative solutions. So we've got to think outside the box, as it says, but also we've got to start thinking of what we need to do for ourselves. And also, we need to keep an eye open during these 10 days of reflection on things that will be coming up and how they relate to us. Because there will be things that are just a part of everyday living, and there will be things that are there to trigger you so that you fall off your path and you start trying to choose something else that is not the right vibration for you. And so take a breath and walk back onto your path and know that the reason why you're being triggered, the reason why you're being pushed is because certain energies do not want you to become the light worker, the light warrior, the spiritual person that will help the world and change the world and help the vibration rise so that it is in the vibration that the planet is working into. So I'll leave it there.